Widnes Vikings chairman Stuart Murphy, club's made the decision to change the club crest. Pretty significant decision to make. Just talk us through how it came about and why.
Well, one of the main decisions on it, James, was just that we needed an identity. So, like starting with the actual head itself, if I showed that to a kid, and said, "What is this?" they would tell me the Vikings. If I showed you our existing crest, what would they tell me it is? Obviously, it's supposed to be the bottom of a long boat, but it doesn't signify who we are. So that was one of the first things that we discussed as a board when we looked at changing the crest. Obviously, one of the reasons for changing the crest overall was the fact that we were the only club left in Championship or Super League that had any floating items left on our badge. One of the main reasons is that RL Commercial can't use it, the RFL can't use it as a solid badge for going out, whereas now we can pick this up and put it on absolutely anything.
You mentioned RL Commercial there. I know that there's been a drive from them over the past few years to modernise the game. We've seen quite a few clubs change the logos now, and certainly that the circular shape of it is very popular now because of the way the badge is used on social media, etc.
It is, but it's what it signifies as well, James, to be fair. You look at a shield and that's obviously shows solidarity, shows bravery, etc. for going forward. The circle itself is never ending. So we are one, we are all together. It shows complete unity. There is no start, there is no end to that circle. And being in that circle, that's what that actually demonstrates to us.
Talk to us a little bit through the little elements in the badge. The red is one. You're almost saying now Widnes are adopting red as the third official colour in many ways.
Yeah, well, it's always been there, really, hasn't it? It's black and white with a touch of red from what we've seen. But no, so these were actually originally going to be gold. The two red bands represent our European and our World Club honours. But we've gone with red because it's the bloodline. That is us. Our tagline this year is "It's in our DNA." And the DNA bit of that, on everything that you've seen, is in red, because that is us. Your bloodline is your DNA, and that is where we stand on here. So, like I said, wouldn't normally be in red, and if you went to any other club, they'd probably say, "Oh, shouldn't they be in gold?" But we've specifically gone for that red because it shows who we are.
You've used the Latin motto there on the badge as well. Was that an important inclusion?
It was, yeah. Obviously, Latin translation, industry and riches. Obviously, industry is a massive thing for this town. The town, the people of it, all understand exactly what this town has been used for, what this town has produced. So, it's a look back on our history, on our heritage, and we felt it was very important for it to be there. Obviously, we've just had our 150th year. Where we used the heritage crest, which actually says Industria Ditat at the bottom of it. I stood in front of the memorial in Victoria Park on Remembrance Day, and again, you've got that there, you're looking directly up at it, Industria Ditat. It's very important that that's there for us, because that is who we're about.
The gold star is there as well, and I know that combines with the red lines in some way.
Yeah, we couldn't change the colour of that, had to stay gold. And it's a specific gold as well. I didn't realise this, but it is a specific colour of gold that goes there. But obviously, yeah, that honour needs to stay there for us, for everybody to see. And again, where that sits, it was going to sit on the River Mersey or on the helm of an oar, which is obviously the Viking symbol. But we've made the decision to remove that from the background because it just made the badge look too busy. A lot of people would say that this badge looks pretty simple. I can guarantee you it's not. We actually had over 300 different images that came in and 300 different changes to the badge, whether it was in a shield, whether it was in the circle, whether it was in a square, the backgrounds of it, etc. We've gone with this because it's actually not white, it's transparent. And the idea behind that is we can apply that to absolutely anything. By making it too busy with having the helm behind or anything like that, you took away from it. However, we're going back with the Industria Ditat. We're very proud of how long we've been here and what we've achieved. So we felt it was very important to have on there the date. So we are 151 years old this year. obviously we've just had the 150th anniversary, but you need to know this club has been here 1875, so let's have it on there.
How does it work then in terms of behind the scenes when you've made the decision to do it? You've got an external design company in to help you out. What does it look like when you're around the table and everyone in the board's got their own ideas?
Manic, absolutely manic. I honestly, you wouldn't believe, even on the thickness of this band, the thickness of the outer band, the space in between the letters, because if you actually went for original Widnes Vikings, the letters were too spread compared to Industrial Detap, so you'll see that it's actually done symmetrically, so it meets at the same point. Honestly, there are so many different elements to it that you don't even think about. I mean, even on the Viking head itself, you'll notice that from the original one, there's no shadow. The original shadow was put there to make it look angry, whereas actually, you look at that head looks much angrier and much more Viking-like without having the shadow on it. Again, we did a bit of a test. You'll have noticed over this last 12 months that we've been bringing the Viking head back into things. There were the 2001 shirt re-released in the shop just to see how it went about having a Viking head. And the reason behind that was to get feedback about what the actual people of Widnes thought, but without asking the question directly, and it's gone down really well. The number of people who've said to us, that is Viking, that is what we are. So yeah, that was why the Viking played a big part in this.
So how long have you been working on it? How long has since it first got mooted to maybe change?
Oh, it's since the beginning of this season, certainly. It's been probably a major project for the last 4 or 5 months. Everything that it entails on changing, the work with RL Commercial and the RFL, and where that goes to, the work with different designers. Obviously, kit designs start being done in May in order for them to be produced in time. So all of this has been going on since probably February, March time. And you wouldn't believe how much work has actually gone into it, I can tell you.
And of course, it's not just a case of you announce the crest and everything. So you've got a lot of stuff to sort. You've got to change bits in the stadium. You've got to redo a lot of stuff, and that stuff you'll now be working on towards to get ready in time for the start of the season.
It certainly is, yeah. So by the start of the season, everything will be changed over. Obviously, there will be like the painting on the concourses and stuff where the Widnes Vikings badge is on in black. They won't be changed at this time, but in terms of everything else, anything that's customer facing, we've got the shop, we've got the windows, we've got the advertising boards, the entrance signs to the stadium, the website, social medias. There's an awful lot to change, and you don't realise actually, even on the back office of the website, there's 166 pages on that that all go to different elements of ticketing or news stories or anything like that. So yeah, there's an awful lot of work been going on in the background with this.
And of course, you mentioned the new kit, which is coming out very soon, and you'll have a full range of merchandise. I suppose the hope is that the whole town gets behind it and wants to get the new badge.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I love the new badge. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I've started seeing glassware and mugs and pens, pencils, all things like that starting to arrive now, ready for the relaunch. I'm really excited to see it. A couple of the designs actually take into where we were just saying about the build of the badge. All the different elements come into it separately so that you can see how the badge was built up itself.
And of course, it's not just about the badge. You can change your badge, but you've got to have it or the crest.
Crest, sorry, that's
sorry. To be fair, we'll have to we'll cross it between crest and badge. But it's not quite as simple as you change the crest and everything goes brilliantly and smoothly. Is this now something that you're looking at, right? We've changed the crest, but we've got to change the direction of the club and where we want to go?
Again, it just shows the next step that we're taking to get to where we want to get to. I mean, obviously, as you know, we applied for Super League. We were fourth in that, which was a lot of people saying, well, we weren't ready for Super League. Nobody was ready for Super League. If the clubs that have gone in weren't ready for Super League, you've got to be ready when that opportunity comes. But this was just the next step in it. Obviously, we've got the 6-year plan that we are working to for where we want to get to and what we want to achieve. And as part of that, there was a rebrand needed in order to bring us forward and, like I say, have that identity, but also for the community, the schools, everyone around us to know who we are, and that tells you who we are.
So finally, how are you hoping that the fans in the town of Widnes will receive the new crest?
I'm hoping it goes down really well. Like I said, I've done the product research in the background, like I say, over the last 12 months, just to see what people thought and how it would be received. And even, obviously running with the 150th anniversary and having the heritage crest running for 12 months to see what people think, and the number of people that we get come in and tell us, actually I like that badge a lot more, you should be doing that, you should use the heritage crest more. Well, this is putting the Industria DTAC back into the badge, but with a modern look. So I'm hoping it will be really well received.
So just to sum up now, the next few weeks is pretty busy. Things have been sort of taken out of your hands a little bit with things. I'm sure you'd like to have been a bit ahead of the game than maybe you are, but stuff outside of your control hasn't helped. But you've got fixtures are out December the 2nd.
Yeah.
You've got the kit launches December the 8th.
Yeah.
Early bird season ticket windows gone back to December 13th.
Yeah.
You've got your Christmas shop event December 20th, and then January 18th is the first game of the season. So you've got. It's coming pretty quickly.
It's a busy old time, I'll tell you that, yeah. Again, people think you go into the off-season, or this is your quiet time, let's get all your bits sorted that you can't do during the season. It's the exact opposite for us. You've got the lads out there who've got pre-season, medical equipment being serviced, getting sorted out, all of your nutrition plans being sorted for 27 team members, obviously quite a number of those are new as well. You've got, obviously we've got rebrand going on, so that's ticketing, season tickets, getting fixtures ready on the system, ready for release. Obviously all new branding and new kit sponsors that are on. So yeah, it's the busiest of times for us. It's certainly no walk in the park coming to the off season, I can tell you.
Well, we best leave you get on with it then. So thanks Stuart Murphy for that, and there's the Widnes Vikings new club crest.